Alright guys, so we are at part 5. So I have my back piece here. So what you're going to do, you're going to fold your back piece in half. And I'm just going to pin here at the top. And what you're going to do, you're going to sew. So you're going to sew across the top here of your back piece. And once you sew the back piece, then you'll press your seams open. Alright, so now that you've sewn across the top edge, go ahead, press your seams open. You're going to open it up here. Right, so this is the back. Right, so this is what it looks like right now. Open it up and you're going to fold this part down. Alright? And then your seams are pressed open here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your strap, this lovely strap here, and you're going to place it through this top opening. Alright, so we open it up like this, right? And you have an opening here in the top. You're going to take your strap, this end here, not the curved end, but the opposite end, and you're going to place it through that opening. So you should see it peeking out of that opening right there. Alright, so move that out of the way because I don't want to sew over that. So take your strap, slide it up through the opening right there, and you're going to take it to the sewing machine and you're going to make sure this seam is open, your seam allowance, and you're going to sew across. You're going to sew across, and that is to secure your strap in place. Alright, so remember, you can see the hardware on your strap, so that's how you slide the strap through that top. Alright, so do it again. Your back, you just sewed your back across the top. Open it up here. Fold this top part down, make sure your seams are open. Take your strap, hardware is facing up. You can see your hardware. Take your strap and it should slide really nicely through that opening in the top. And you'll take it to the sewing machine and you will sew across to secure your strap in place. I'm going to pin this. And the next step we've already done. The next step was grabbing the other side of your parachute clip and securing that part of the strap together. So we've already done the next part. And now let's see if we can take multiple things to the sewing machine at once. Grab your front piece, your piece number 1, fold it in half, right sides facing, and sew across the top. Right, sew across the top. Right, so this is your front piece, piece number 1. Fold it together, right sides facing, and you're going to sew across the top. You're going to open up your seam allowance, fold it down just like you did the back piece, and you're going to place this strap slider through the opening here. Alright, so once you sew this in place, you open it up, fold it down, and then you're going to put your strap there. But I'll demonstrate this while I'm sewing. Alright, so grab your back piece, grab your front piece, and also grab the other end of your parachute clip that we put together in part 4. All right, and remember piece number 1 was sewn across the top, and that's when we're going to add this to piece number 1. Same way we did our strap for the back piece. All right. All right, so this is piece number 1. We sewed across the top. So you're going to open it up just like you did piece number 2. Open it up, fold down this top part here. Right, I'm going to turn this towards me. You're going to take this parachute clip here, and I have the wrong side facing up. I hope that I am doing this right. And you're going to place the free end through that opening and sew it across the top. So just placing the free end through that opening just like we did the back. Let's see if I can grab it. I'm going to pin this and try to look at it and see if it looks right. Alright, so once I say the bag is together, this is the front. Yeah, okay. Alright. That's right. So I placed it through the opening and I had the wrong side of the clip facing up. Alright. I surely hope that's right. You do place it through the opening. I'm just questioning which part of my parachute clip should be facing up. But I think I got it right. I think the wrong side is facing up because when you open up the bag and flip it over, you don't want to see the wrong side of the parachute clip. It won't clip. Alright. Alright, so you got the front part done. So let's open this up here. Alright. So now what we have to do is take the front and the back pieces and it says stitch the back and the front together. Alright, so let's take the front and back pieces of the bag and clip them together, pin them together because we're going to sew it. Right, we're not sewing all the way down. I'll let you know where we're going to stop sewing. You're going to pin down each side until you get to where we cut the slit here on the back piece. That's where you're going to sew to. So you'll stop at that slit on the back piece on both sides. So I'm going to pin all the way around, stopping at the slit on the back piece, and that's where we're going to sew up to. Alright, so I have it pinned all the way around. And you will have this bottom part here open, so don't think you did something wrong. That bottom part is supposed to be open. So you start at the one slit here on the back, so all the way around, and stop at this other slit on the back. Alright, once you do that, tuck your strap inside, and then that's when you sew this bottom together. Alright, and you do have notches here, so you're going to match up your notches when you get ready to sew the bottom. Alright, right, once we have the bag all sewn up, that will be the end of this part, which is part 5, and we'll come back to part 6 to do our lining. Alright, so now pin the bottom. Make sure you are matching your notches. You may have to make some clips because of the curves in the bottom. So do that as needed. Right, and you're essentially sewing from circle to circle. The ones that you had at the bottom of your bag on both pattern pieces.